We've got ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. RIP takeoff, and peace and blessings to his family. Karen, this is another edition of Mouthpiece included. This is another edition of Mouthpiece included. All right, we got
Mouthpiece included.
a lot to unpack here. A lot to unpack.
TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
To the guys, happy belated F8. Safe travels to all the brothers making their way back from the holy city of Champagne, Mecca. All right, y'all, let's do it. Welcome to Mouthpiece Included. This is the podcast where we talk about politics, that's sports, politics, and everything in between. Today, we're going to start with a heartfelt tribute to Virginia McCaskey, a.k.a. Mama Bear, the late beloved matriarch of the Bears, who recently passed away, I believe, at the tender age of 102. So condolences to the Hallis McCaskey family. She was a pillar of strength and drop dead gorgeous grace out there, guiding our Bears with unwavering dedication for over 4 decades. She definitely had a passion for the ball club. Didn't have a passion for the Honey Bears. So maybe we can get the Honey Bears back. All right. Her legacy is deeply intertwined with the history of our league, and her passing marks the end of an era for the Bears and our fans. Next, we're going to be shifting our focus to the National Basketball Association, where a trade has sent Zach Bedrest LaVine. There's no D in his name. The 2-time All-Star shooting guard from our Bulls to the Sacramento Kings in a 3-team deal. This trade not only reshapes the Bulls' future roster, but also the Kings and the Spurs were involved. So this is going to reunite Bedrest LaVine, hi Yella, with his former teammate DeMar DeRozan in Sacramento. So we're going to just unpack that a little bit. You guys, I'm going to put that link in the chat momentarily. So definitely pull up. All right. I know you're probably, freezing your beers and marinating those chicken wings out there for the big game. So whatever you're doing, I think we're having nachos here. All right. We'll discuss the implications of this trade and AD, AD's hurt. Finally, we're going to wrap up with our Super Bowl predictions as the 2-time defending champs KC Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles prepare to face off in what promises to be an epic showdown in Colored Bowl 2. The second time ever where 2 copper-colored guys are at the helm. With the Chiefs aiming for their 3rd consecutive Super Bowl victory and the Eagles sampling Bob Marley's Redemption song after their last encounter, the stakes couldn't be higher. We're going to analyze the key player strategies and potential outcomes, giving you our expert insights and bold predictions for the big game. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore these captivating stories and more on today's episode. Plus, we'll cover some of the hottest political topics making the headlines right now, specifically the protests on the streets of LA. So stand down, stand back, stand by, or pull up. Okay. But if you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Your mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to bring my mouthpiece. All right. I think I forgot to b Once again, we'll be pinning that link into the chat shortly. Anybody who still may have, cojones, go ahead and pull up and excrete your excrement. The views expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts, guests, and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates, such as Midwest Festivals out there, Ancestral Echoes, Google it, and Gym Recovery for your Greater Chicagoland towing needs. So everybody grab your mouthpiece, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. So got a quick video I'm going to run, and then so I can drop this link in the chat. You guys like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in the building. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in the building. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go.
We all see the film of what Jalen Carter can do, right? And all the things that he's shown. This is why we're talking about him right now. But the off the field things that he's worked so hard on to being in great, weighing what he's supposed to weigh, being in great shape, practicing his butt off, working on the fundamentals. I mean, you talk about a guy who knows how to take away the football. He's got a knack for taking away the football. And again, some of the plays that you're seeing is him defeating blocks, getting off blocks, and then being able to take away a football. The way we kind of see, DBs take it away. The way, to be quite honest with you, is how he kind of comes after the ball. So can't say enough about Jalen and his work ethic to put himself in this position where he is playing 98%. And then, the D-line, as you guys know, has to work as one, right? It is such a, those guys have to be one, right?
No, wait. Is Justin Fields trash or not? I'm done playing this game. Is he trash or is he not trash?
He's not as good as...
We're in the building. All right. Let me get this link in the chat. Jalen Carter. What's he going to do today? I got a big prediction for y'all. Bear down and bear with me real quick as we get this link off. Anybody wants to pull up Super Bowl Sunday out there? Copy. All right, let's drop this right in there. All right, y'all, links pinned in the chat. Pull up Super Bowl Sunday. What's your favorite Super Bowl meal? What's your favorite go-to for the Super Bowl? Type that in the chat. Let us know. What's your favorite go-to? All right. All right, let's go. Okay, let's pause that. All right, y'all. We got Big Ace, our co-host. He is in New Orleans, it appears, at the big Super Bowl. All right. Mouthpiece included is on site at the Super Bowl. We have a video that we're going to share with you guys that Big Ace, he's out there at the Super Bowl. So, yeah, he was on game day. They pulled him up there. I guess everybody could see talent, just like I could see talent. All right. So we're going to play this video with Big Ace real quick to let y'all know that he is, in fact, on the scene in New Orleans. I can't stand this. Okay. Share screen. Big Ace, everybody. Big Ace.
Welcome back to TCL Game Day, hosted by TCL, the official TV sponsor of the NFL. We are here now, joined by our Super Bowl insider, Ace, who unfortunately his team is not in the game, but he still has his expert analysis. So what are the keys to the game on Sunday, and who's winning?
The keys to the game are Patrick Mahomes playing well like he did in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. It was an amazing game. Hopefully we get a repeat this year. But I'm looking for Travis Kelce to win the MVP.
Travis Kelce wins MVP. The Chiefs three-peat
Drop dead
on
gorgeous.
Sunday.
Be ready.
Be ready. You heard it here first from Ace. You don't get that Super Bowl analysis and insight anywhere else except for here on TCL Game Day.
That's right.
Thank you so much for
Mouthpiece
joining us,
included.
Ace.
Thank you.
Bear down. You heard what he told him? Surprised he didn't give a FGB, you know. Proud of Ace out there. You know what I mean? On the scene. Live on the scene out there. He's motivating me and inspiring me out there to get on the scene. All right. So Ace, you know, if you can get us any more footage or chime in from out there, click on from your cell phone and flip that camera around and get us some live Super Bowl footage down there at the Colored Bowl. All right. Here we go. Virginia McCaskey, RIP. You know, you're Mama Bear to me. You're Baby Bear to Papa Bear Hallis. But you've always been Mama Bear to me. So, in my mind, you know, you're like the Queen of England out there. You know. So rest up. Enjoy your journey. Thanks for your dedication to the Bears. All right. And also, I hear you were a great family person. So God bless you and bear down up there. You know, you see any Packers fans out there? Well, I guess you got to tell them you love them. All right, let's get on Zach LaVine out there. Zach LaVine, high yellow. All right. One-way player, you know. When his knee and his back wasn't tender, you know, he can put up some points. I never cared about that so much. If you can't lock down on defense and you're getting all this money, you can't play 70 to 80 games, you know, a season. And you can't will us into the second, third round of the playoffs. Can't be a dog down the stretch. Took too long to figure this out. And to quote one of my big brothers, Miliak, that Croatian, our Croatian GM of ours, doesn't have an idea of what he's doing. Him running our organization, Chicago, bear with me, would be like me going over there to Croatia. Does that exist? I don't know what they're calling it now. And running their soccer team, you know. Just bring me over there and let me run things. You know. There's an intuition that comes with something that you've done for a long time that I don't know. I don't know if you guys agree or not. Lonzo didn't ball. All right. Lonzo Ball. What is it about this guy in the Chicago Bulls? Somebody tell me. What is it about Lonzo Ball and the Chicago Bulls that all we do is re-sign this kid? And big ups to him. Big ups to his agent. There's rumors that our Croatian GM from some shithole country was getting offers for Lonzo Ball by bona fide teams, and we had absolutely zero interest because of his ball IQ. So Lonzo didn't ball. Has gotten extended for 2 more seasons. I predict he'll miss the entire next season right here on Mouthpiece included. That's what I predict. But big ups to Lonzo Ball and his family. All right, AD, soft tissue injury. We got Anthony Davis out there. He had a soft tissue injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. He was balling out for Denver in that first half. I think he put up like 20, had like 10 boards, and was an anchor on defense. And then he had the soft tissue injury. Had he not been balling out like that in the first half, I would be wearing my 10 hat and saying this may have been a, how do we say? This may have been a conspiracy. Conspiracy, excuse me there. Where the Lakers knew that he was already hurt and Clutch Sports, all this, nobody knew about the trade. So that way we don't think about, nobody knew about the soft tissue injury before they made the deal of a century with for Luka Doncic. But being that he did ball out in that first half, bye-bye 10 hat conspiracy theory. So hopefully he's all right. because I thought Dallas could do some things, at least get to that second round out there, play some tough basketball, and potentially even get to the Western Conference Finals, which is meaningless, but means so much in today's sports. Jimmy Butler. Moving on to Jimmy Butler. Please like, share, subscribe. Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think this move gets them to the Western Conference. They're going to flirt with the Western Conference Finals. They do make the Western Conference Finals, being the Warriors. They'll lose like 4-1. That's my prediction. It's a shaky prediction. It's all over the place, but that's my prediction. This is going to help them out. He's a two-way player. He's been there almost. He's been almost there, which is where he's going to get them this year. Almost there, Weird. I don't want to judge him, but we can get playoff Jimmy. You can get playoff Steph, who's rounding into form, 3 straight 30-point games. He's the oldest player in the NBA history to do that. Oldest point guard in NBA history to do that. So, Draymond's last stand before he go off into the podcast world. And, I think this is it. This is the Warriors' last stand, and they know it. That's why they went out and got Jimmy so-called Buckets. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Jimmy Buckets. Links pinned in the chat. Anybody wants to pull up, you can pull up. All right, I want to talk about the Los Angeles protest out there. Okay. I live in LA, Inglewood, and having discussions with many people. I'll say this. It's your right as a U.S. citizen to protest the government. It's your right as a U.S. citizen to peacefully protest the government. So my ultimate question is, if you're not a citizen and you're going to protest the government, in my mind's eye, you may want to wave the American flag out there. I have personal reason to believe if I was in China or, let's say the copper-colored people decide to say, hey, we're oppressed. We've been getting hell in the United States. And let's go ahead down to Mexico. We all just, hit the border in droves, right? And then we started protesting, we want rights. We want to be all the rights as Mexicans, we just want to work. Just want to work, We don't want to be around racist people, and we just want to be treated fairly. We just want to work. We want to help your country. But we're down there waving the American flag. Couldn't do it in Russia. I don't think you could do it anywhere. So me watching the algorithm of American evil, quote unquote, at some point, Donald Trump and his quote unquote fascist, quote unquote regime, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Heart. Okay. They're going to classify you, they may classify you as enemy combatants, okay? Because you're not even citizens. If you're not citizens, they can legally classify you as enemy combatants, right? All the African Americans get on planes and go to China. We want to be able to be Christians. We want to be able to work. We just want to work. But we want to still be Christians and we want to still be this and that. Give that a little thought. People, support your right for humanity. Give that a little thought. This may be just a bit of a warning. And this is coming from the so-called copper color, not your pink stink. I'm just saying from the algorithm of my observations and studying history of race relations in the United States. The National Guard may be coming. All right, stay tuned. All right, let's get back to a lighter topic. This is politics. If you don't like mixing your sports with politics, that's fine. Super Bowl predictions. I requested from the co-host on the show their predictions, and it looks like, all right, who is this from? Oh, that's from Ace. Okay, MVP. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you my predictions here, my updated Super Bowl predictions. Stand by. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in the building. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in the building. You know, I added this. Let's see. Ace. These. All right, here's my predictions. All right. Before the playoffs started, I've said that it's going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs in a rematch of Color Bowl 2. That has come to fruition. All right. Here's my prediction. And RIP Dick Jarn. He used to coach the Bears. Big Dick Jarn. My prediction. Eagles 27, Chiefs 24. You got the number one defense. You got a great defensive line. You have a solid running game being the Eagles. That stuff wins championships. They have the revenge chip on their shoulder from having their dreams shattered in a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts is a winner. He's won on every level he's been on. He's already been to the Super Bowl. He does have experience for this. Chiefs have been eking by in my mind's eye. Now, if anyone's saying the refs are going to cheat for the Chiefs, if your 10 hat conspiracy theory is, Taylor Swift is good for revenue, true. They want them to play as long as possible, could be true, because that's good for big business. That could all be true. Well, as long as possible is the Super Bowl. So they've already got them as long as possible. So it's potentially going to be a fair, more fairly called game, although I don't think the refs cheat for them. Me personally, I just think there's a lot of Chief hatred out there. That's how I feel. Why would they cheat for such a small market team? If you're going to cheat, why don't you cheat for the Bears, NFL? Huh? You don't like Papa Bear Hallis? FGB. If you're going to cheat, why don't you cheat for a big market team like maybe the Jets or, the Giants? If you're going to cheat, the Rams. Yeah, you cheated for the Rams. I remember that. But my point is, my prediction, 27-24 Eagles. MVP, Jalen Carter, just because our Bears passed up on him. So everyone we passed up on hurts. He's going to have an MVP type game. Sideshow Bob Mahomes is going to have an MVP type game. This is the truth of being a Bears fan, and you're going to get to sit there and take that. And then you're going to watch Jalen Carter, who fell in our hands, who we traded to the Eagles to drop down one pick and pick up Austin Booker and right. We had the right guard. Right. He may be wrong because he's not on the left side. So Jalen Carter is going to go ape shit today. Okay. I predict 1 sack, 5 tackles for a loss, 1 to 2 fumbles calls, and he's going to be stuffing it all up. He's going to be stuffing it all up, coming right up the gut, running right towards Sideshow Bob, Patty Mahomes. Travis Kelce has proved that maybe he doesn't have it anymore like he used to. So I'm going to disagree with the co-host here. He got out there, in front of the Karen, and lost his way. It happens. Lost his way out there. All right, in my opinion. All right, we got Big Ace's prediction. Let's see here. He didn't give me his MVP, but based upon what he said in that clip, I'm pretty sure his MVP is the drop dead gorgeous Travis Kelce. He's predicting a Chiefs victory, 35-31. Y'all let me know in the chat. Type in the chat what you think is going to happen today. Give me who you think is going to win the game. Give me your score and also your MVP. Who's going to be MVP of today's game? Huh? Who will be MVP of today's games? Those are my predictions. All right. Either way, it's a victory for culture. You're going to have Kendrick Lamar up there telling everybody you're not like us. You know what I mean? It's all subliminal. He's talking to all of them. He's not just talking to Drake. My earlier prediction is Lil Wayne is going to shock the world because he's supposed to be a Drake guy. He made Drake. Drake allegedly slept with his girl when he was in jail. Lil Wayne is from New Orleans. He's going to be a surprise guest star. He's going to come out there with SZA and what's her name? SZA and K Dot, huh? And they're all going to perform Not Like Us. And Lil Wayne is going to do the blood walk all over the stage with his Green Bay Packer jersey on. Remember, I told you this. Okay, that's been my predictions. Man, y'all enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. The MVP is probably going to be the chef. Get your predictions on. I want to hear from you. So as we wrap up today's episode of Mouthpiece Included, we reflect on the profound impact that the late Virginia McCaskey, Mama Bear Virginia McCaskey, had on the Chicago Bears family and our diehard fans. Her legacy will continue to inspire generations of football fans and players alike. Maybe we can get the Honey Bears back. We haven't won anything since you got rid of the Honey Bears. Said they was a distraction. All right. Rest up. Mama Bear reunited with Papa Bear. We don't know what was in his heart. The trade of Zach LaVine, finally. Good riddance. Good luck. Thanks for your service. Bye. Okay. I wish we had the same approach towards Lonzo Ball and towards that GM. All right. There's been a lot of talk on this show about Fire Ryan Poles, and he's copper colored. He's got him a pink soulmate. Big ups to them. Now, at the same time, I think this show we may need to start getting on the Croatians bum out there, from that shithole country, running the Bulls. We're going to start asking these questions. Why? And with the excitement of the Super Bowl on the horizon, we eagerly anticipate a thrilling showdown. Colored Bowl 2. First game was dynamic. Powerful game. Came down to the end. Can't you remember? Between the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Sideshow Bob, Big Patty Mahomes, and also Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swiftie. And also the Eagles, Jalen Carter, Hurts, Saquon Barkley. They have MVPs up and down that roster and a serviceable coach. All right. Thank you for joining. And to all the brothers who may be traveling back from the holy city of Beta Jerusalem, again, happy founders. Travel safely. Thank everybody for joining us as we navigated through some significant events in the sports world and also Polytricks. Remember my messaging. To those children and everyone else protesting out there. You better watch Donald Trump. See, he says he's going to deport the criminals. If they label what you're doing criminal activity, and guess what? They're just going to pull up. All right. Stay tuned for more insightful updates in the sports, politics world, future episodes. Until next time, take care. You know what I'm saying? Keep your sports spirit alive. If you have any questions or have any or need for further information, feel free to reach out. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall open. Ask and it shall be answered. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, bear down. And FGB out there. Karen. You gotta get Karen to take us away right here, you guys.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
We have a butt. We have a butt.
Cool weekends in the morning, 97.1 FM.
Weekends in the morning with Weenie in the butt.
WQHG 97.1.
97.1. We have a butt.
In the morning.
Yes, sir. All right, you find yourself sliding through Inglewood and out here in Cali.
Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill. TATN. You might be
TATN.
in Shy Nagasaki.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Over on Laramie out west.
Better guard your grill.
Washington.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
You might be up north.
TATN.
Might be up north on Division.
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. TATN.
Over east on Muskegon.
Mouthpiece included.
better.
TATN.
You better.
TATN. Better guard your grill.
Better guard your grill.
TATN. TATN.
Check your blind spot. Check your six. Watch your back.
Mouthpiece included.
Acknowledge your ancestors.
TATN. TATN. Better guard your grill.
Knuckle up.
TATN. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN.
FGB.
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN.
And don't forget to.
TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN.
And don't forget to.
TATN. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. TATN. TATN.
And don't forget
Mouthpiece
to
included.
bring
TATN.
Mouthpiece.
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. TATN.
Wait.